fun, blah, blah. So are you filming? Start the filming? Yeah, okay, all right, so we'll start the filming. All right, so here we go. Now, as some of you may or may not know, Terry David Mulligan was let go recently from CTV for being too old. Let me tell you something. Being let go from CTV for being too old is a lot like being kicked out of Paris Hilton's entourage for being too hoary. That's right. Terry is a successful man. I asked him, I said, what is your success, Terry? And he said, well, when I was young, I was 10 years old, what I did was I bought an apple one time for a nickel. I then spent the whole day polishing up that apple, and then I sold it for 10 cents, and then with that 10 cents, I then bought 2 apples, and so on, and so on, and so on, until eventually, at the end of the month, I'd accumulated $19. And I asked him, I said, oh, is that how you acquired your fortune? He said, no, I was let go by CTV for being too old, and I sued those fuckers for millions. And also, for those of you who aren't familiar, Terry David Mulligan actually was the host of the 80s locally shot television show called Switchback. And when he left, they wanted to go hipper and younger, so they brought in Stu Jeffries. That's how unhip and uncool Terry was. They brought in Stu Jeffries, a guy that Urkel looked at and said, who's the nerd?
Like that.
Now, of course, oh no, we won't do that one. That one's too. That's a little. Oh, there we go. And some people may or may not realize this, but many years ago, for his 60th birthday, Terry let his friends and family know that not only was he turning 60, but he had, felt it was time to reveal that he had a religious epiphany. And apparently, when you get older, it takes a little bit extra, you have to pee more than most people. So he was getting up and he was peeing, but he said that he had the epiphany because despite the fact that his eyesight was failing and he couldn't find the light switch at night, that God himself would turn on the light when he went for a piss. And it wasn't until years later that I found out from his wife that what actually had happened was that Terry was pissing in the refrigerator. So, which is, I won't say because, all right. Anyway, I was going to say, which is awkward because it wasn't until later I realized that when I said his ice cubes tasted like shit, I was probably right. That part, we won't use that. And then finally, Terry David Mulligan is an avid golfer, and we went golfing one time. True story, we went golfing one time, and as we were golfing, we were on the 9th fairway, and I had a bad lead there. There was a huge tree in front of me, and Terry suddenly goes, what the hell's your problem? He's like, when I was your age, I was able to whack the ball way over this tree. And I was like, all right, fine. So I took a crack at it, and bang, the ball went off the tree, right into the brush, and I was like, what the hell? And he just looked at me and goes, mind you, when I was your age, that tree was only 2 feet tall. All right, I think that's good enough. We got like 2 minutes there?
3.
3 minutes? Oh, that's enough. We're only going to do 30 seconds. Anyway, folks, I've got a lot of other stuff, but